And that's a culture of masculinity,
Right.
right? And male supremacy has such a big impact, and a part of that is gendered violence. And I think what's important for bigger systems to understand, I mean, I worked for a health center where in the span of 10 years, we had a kid come out, I would say 5 years ago, in our programming, in our youth program as part of the health center. And I remember the youth worker saying, and this was someone who'd been there for like 20 plus years, and she was like, this would not have happened 10 years ago. And I asked her, I said, well, what happened 10 years ago
Right.
between that time to now that this is possible? And she was saying, we did a lot of our own work
Right.
to be able to understand that two-spirit people are a part of our community. We had to do our own work around our own homophobia, misogyny, all these sorts of things. And then we had to put that into the community. We had to teach that to the kids so that, you know, all those many years later, a little kid could come out and she could say, oh, I'm a lesbian, and her peers would be like, awesome, great, let's have a party, right? So that experience, so I was just thinking, like, I think educators, institutions, systems have to know that it takes time
Right.
to actually shift a system.
And a culture.
And a culture.
Yeah.
And there's so many interlocking systems that actually work together that you have to be in working with all those different systems. And also, you also have to be committed, right?
Right.
You know, on the reservation, we had so many people come in like 2-year stints as doctors, as nurses,
Right.
as teachers, what have you. And later I realized that they were coming in, making a lot of money, getting a lot of loans forgiven, and they didn't care about us.
No.
You know? But so I think if you're interested in changing something like this, you have to be invested at least 10 years
Right.
to see any smidgen of a difference, but you have to keep at it,
Yeah.
right? And everyone has to be engaged, most importantly, the adults. Yeah, because this is our problem. We can't have kids, we can't have them hold us weight.
No.
That's not their job.
No.
Yeah.
No.